since it was just March, which is Endometriosis Awareness Month, so I thought it would be cool to kind of just chat about it a little bit, especially because I don't have a lot of time. I have to get going. I have to go drive all the way to LA in like 30 minutes, so let's just jump right into it. Also, just really quickly, I want to say I am not a doctor or a medical professional, so everything I say here is to be taken with list goes on of things that they told me, but I definitely was misdiagnosed with IBS several times. So there are 4 different stages of the disease. I particularly have severe or stage 4 endometriosis. That is not really that important, to be honest with you, because pain and symptoms and like the level of severity don't correlate with the stage of the disease necessarily. So for example, someone with a stage 1 endometriosis could possibly have debilitating pain and symptoms, and someone with a stage 4 endometriosis can have little to no symptoms at all. Apologies if the lighting is a little different, my phone just died. But before I go, I'm just going to list off some interesting statistics that I have found about endometriosis, and yeah, just kind of wrap it up from there. So a study found that 63% of general practitioners are not comfortable in diagnosing and treating endometriosis, and 50% are unfamiliar with the 3 main symptoms. In the US, the average cost of endometriosis per person per year is $10,762. A global study of women's health found that 11 hours a week for someone with endometriosis is a common amount of productivity loss. Also, it was found that 82% of people are at times unable to carry out day-to-day activities due to endometriosis. A study also found that 67% of people found out about endometriosis through the internet. A study found that 40% of people with endometriosis needed 10 GP appointments or more before being referred. 62% of people were not satisfied with the information they received about treatment options for endometriosis and fibroids, and nearly 50% of people with endometriosis and fibroids were not told about the short or long-term complications from current treatment options. So those are just some fun facts about endometriosis for you all. I will forever try to raise awareness for this disease because I really truly believe that it is not taken as seriously